Imagine there was a type of magic weapon you could possess to fight demons, but in order to use it, you must first have your heart surgically removed. My name is Lily, I am an artist, and today I'm going to be designing a magic system inspired by hearts, used by a society abandoned by the godly realm they once worshipped. There's quite a bit of story and lore to this one, but I will try keeping my thoughts as organised as I can. Within a huge structure called the cavity, an intricate complex of buildings and gardens, reside a large order of members known as the Valve. This order is tasked with maintaining the cavity and raising orphaned girls, one of which will be chosen to become a princess. There has been a long succession of princesses in the past, each one making a special sacrifice, having her heart removed from her body. In this world, hearts are a vessel for the soul, but a person can live with it outside the body. The princess will then fulfill her role to the cavity and valve. The cavity is a place of peace, keeping its residents safe from the demons outside, demons which crave hearts. It maintains its power and defense through taking back pieces of heart, fragments of souls stolen by demons which now lurk in the kingdom, hunting for more. So why does the princess have to have her heart removed? It's so she can fight the demons. In the long past, the cavity used to be known as the kingdom's capital, but that title was quickly fading with the invasion of demons. It was believed to be a punishment from the divine realm, who felt humans allowed greed and selfish desires to taint their hearts, their very souls. When demons broke out onto the surface and began feasting on hearts, there was no divine intervention. A prince was all that was left of the royals. All his family and soldiers went to fight these demons outside the walls, only to have their hearts ripped out of their bodies and trapped in a demon's bellies. This turned them into soulless, unkillable zombies who did the demon's bidding. There was no one left to fight. Apart from one, a servant girl to the prince's now deceased sister stepped forward and offered her heart to the prince. Without her heart, the demons couldn't take her soul and couldn't kill her. Her father had trained her in combat, so she was the only one left capable of wielding a weapon. She would take on these demons, destroy them one by one, and bring hearts back to the castle. Everyone was stunned by her selflessness, as this was no small offer. Even though a heart can be removed from a body and that body can still survive, it is an incredibly delicate and painful procedure that needs to be done right. When demons rip hearts from bodies, it is done without care, so those hearts can never return to its body again. The heart needs to remain undamaged and safe. Moved by her sacrifice, many came together to engineer a miracle. The prince requested the best surgeons in the kingdom to lead the procedure. The best crafters created a beautiful small box for the heart to rest in. The best scientists and weaponsmiths came together to forge a legendary blade. And the prince gave the servant girl the title of princess, saviour of hearts. And he declared that since the divine realm had abandoned them to this apocalypse, he would open up the castle to be the new divine realm, where he will watch over the rescued hearts. That's the story told to every new generation of orphaned girls. They are raised to the age of the original servant girl, all trained in combat and other skills. Then, when the time comes, they are taken to a dark chamber and sat in a circle. The Valve priests call on the spirit of the prince to choose a new princess. They'll know the answer from which the girl's heart starts to glow out of their body. Then, preparations begin. The other girls who weren't selected will become ladies-in-waiting to the new princess, tending to her every need in the cavity. They will all be under the care of a mother, a specific individual chosen by the last princess to watch over the new princesses and ladies. Then, it's time for the heart ceremony. The princess has her heart removed. As I mentioned earlier, this procedure is incredibly delicate to not damage the heart. But it's not just up to the surgeons. The princess must be strong and truly believe in what she is doing. Then, the heart is placed in a special container and taken to a section of the cavity in the highest tower called the Sacred Garden. There, it is gifted through a small compartment in the door to the Quiet Priest, an anonymous individual who watches over the hearts on behalf of the prince's spirit said to wander the castle. The Quiet Priest is selected by the head of the valve and will remain in the Sacred Garden for the rest of their lives. And after. The new princess will now take on the demons and bring back two things to the cavity: hearts and fragments of heart. Full hearts, where people's conscious souls reside, are to be taken to the Quiet Priest, who will watch over them in the garden. Fragments of heart are a bit different. They are small leftovers which break off as demons rip out hearts, possessing small amounts of power. But what exactly is this power? Hearts are where the souls reside. They are the link to the now closed off divine realm. Despite this disconnect, they still possess divine properties. It's not a soul linked to a body, it's more so a body linked to a soul. As long as the heart remains intact and undamaged, the soul can regenerate a new body. Because of this, hearts and heart fragments have regenerative properties, which can work on any living body. When the princess is out fighting demons, she can still sustain bodily damage, though she cannot die. Still, it would be a lot for her heart to keep reforming a new body again and again, but fragments of heart can regenerate injuries sustained. But this isn't the only use for fragments of heart. Bringing back bigger fragments to the cavity is utilised to engineer weapons against the demons. You see, despite their craving for hearts, demons actually can't stand the light that can be emitted from them, the light of the divine realm. Its warmth is burning to them. When they rip people's hearts out, usually that person is in such a state of shock and fear that the light is very dim. It remains frozen in this dimness whilst in the demon's belly, the demon feeding off the energy of the heart without the harsh light. Bringing back fragments of heart to the cavity has resulted in the construction of two things. First are the light towers. They are massive beacons which surround the cavity walls, sending huge spotlights down onto any demon attempting to enter. Not enough to destroy them, of course, but enough to keep them away. Then the second thing, the fragment blade. A legendary blade made by a master weaponsmith, which can absorb fragments of heart. The princess can use the light from this blade to fight the demons, as well as their zombies, and unleash the trapped hearts from within. The blade will grow stronger from every encounter. Technically, anyone can use this weapon, but only the princess can fight demons with it without risking her heart. And that's what the princess will do. She'll go out on her adventures, bringing back hearts and strengthening the cavity. And then, when the time comes, called upon by the Quiet Priest, she will go to the Sacred Garden where she leaves her body behind and rests her soul with the other princesses. This is normally when the next batch of orphans reach the same age as the original servant. Then one of them will be chosen to renew the cycle. The Valve truly believe they must keep to this exact script in order to maintain the miracle they had performed so long ago. I want to try and summarise this magic system a bit more, so I'll list out a few things to better organise my thoughts. Hearts are where the soul resides. As long as the heart remains undamaged, a soul can reform a body. Demons are said to come from the underworld. They are not necessarily good or bad, but they crave hearts. One has been heard describing them as tasty little gummy drops. A heart cannot be truly destroyed, only damaged. Normally when damaged, it returns to the divine realm to rest, but that avenue has been closed off, leading to souls restlessly wandering the land. Most hearts gain natural wear and tear from living in a body due to illness or old age. It is more susceptible in its own body due to its emotional connection to that body. If your heart is carefully removed from the body, as long as that heart doesn't sustain immense damage, physically or emotionally, it can reform its own body and essentially live forever. This is an incredibly complex procedure and most don't make it through without some damage. This causes them to be disembodied, unable to properly reform a body. Due to existing outside the body, the soul is almost frozen in time, so when it reforms the body, the body will revert back to its state when the heart was removed. This means if the princess dies, her reformed body will lose the power and experience levels gained. If the heart is ripped from the body without care, it will damage the heart and be unable to reform a true body. Demons rip hearts out and will control the lifeless husks left over to do their bidding, using the tiniest link it has left to its heart. When the princess frees the hearts, they cannot return to their bodies, instead remaining as spirits and hearts trapped in the mortal realm. Hearts have regenerative properties, even on other living bodies. The princess can use fragments of heart to heal injuries, but if the injury is too severe, she will need to reform her body. Using full hearts is strictly forbidden. The consumption of hearts, of people's souls without their blessing, is an evil act, and many believe it curses your own heart and turns you into a demon, never resting, always hunting. It's believed possessing or consuming hearts of others can greatly extend the lifespan of your own heart, sapping away until there's no energy left. However, having more than one soul in you causes the body to lose memory of itself, resulting in warped transformations. Many believe this is how demons came to be formed. It is also the believed reason as to why no two demons look the same. And lastly, hearts are swayed by emotion, feeling, and belief. In order for the heart surgery to succeed, a princess must truly believe in her mission, her duty to the cavity. Failing to do so could result in an early, permanent demise. And how does the body survive without the heart inside it? Not spiritually, but physically. The heart is a vital organ to pump blood around the body. Scientists who research into heart removal call it the ghost pump effect. Basically, if the heart is carefully removed from the body in a skillful way, the body will adapt to this and act as though the heart is still there. If a heart is ripped out, the body starts to degrade anyway, the demons simply using the failing bodies as extra attackers. This is a very loose concept for the magic system. I'm mostly just tossing some ideas around. I would argue it's quite a limited system, as the magic is only through hearts. There's no spells or books or other kinds of magic. It's not a perfect draft, it would require a lot more work and tweaking to make complete sense. I was heavily inspired by Legend of Zelda heart containers, which were used to replenish and permanently upgrade health, the theory that there must be soul energy trapped inside to do this. Also lots of inspiration from Kingdom Hearts, the first game revolving around princesses of hearts and the idea that hearts can exist outside the body. There's definitely a lot of fairy tale inspiration from this as well, which I'm liking. I wouldn't say this is unique, usually my magic systems or even other ideas aren't ever that groundbreaking. It's more so that I just look at a concept from a slightly different angle and see what I can do that's interesting. For this one, I wanted to go at creating a more darker fantasy magic system with elements of realism, like with the heart surgery, the fact that it's a delicate, almost mundane procedure. Let me know down in the comments if you like the idea or rough visuals, and if there's anything sort of like this that I didn't mention that I can maybe take a look at. Also let me know if you think there's anything I've missed, or if there's any questions about the system. It's what helps me learn for next time.